Do you ever feel like life is throwing obstacles in your path that make it difficult to stay motivated and focused on achieving your goals? If so, you're not alone. Many women struggle with staying resilient, especially when things don't go as planned, whether it's in your personal, financial, or business life. But the good news is that there are strategies that you can use to develop mental toughness and resilience so that you can achieve your goals no matter what. Today, I will share 5 ways to unlock the power of mental toughness and resilience to achieve your goals so that you can become more unstoppable in achieving your dreams. Hello, and welcome to Rise to Your Money Power, where we have honest conversations to empower you around your relationship with money. I'm Pamela Plick, and I'm on a mission to empower women to confidently build wealth from the inside out. I help purpose-driven women to feel more confident, to overcome feeling anxious, overwhelmed, and stuck related to their personal relationship with money so that they can become confident, achieve peace of mind, and financial freedom and impact without fear. And I do this through my signature programs and services, events, and community. Mental toughness, or the ability to persevere through mentally challenging situations, emotions, and more, is a valuable skill to acquire. When you're mentally tough, you're able to work through situations that can threaten your emotional and mental well-being. The first way to unlock the power of mental toughness and resilience to achieve your goals is to practice your sense of resiliency when faced with a difficult situation. Resilience, or the ability to quickly bounce back after facing a setback or difficult situation, is an important habit to have if you want to develop mental toughness. Practicing bouncing back after something bad or negative happens, instead of staying stuck in tough emotions like fear, anger, resentment, or despair. Resilience is like a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it becomes. When faced with difficult circumstances, cultivating resilience can help you manage and even overcome the challenge. Developing resilience requires an understanding of how to cope in difficult moments and the ability to recognize opportunities for growth. With practice, you can become more skilled at facing and overcoming adversity. Building a resilience involves recognizing and embracing your emotions rather than avoiding them. Acknowledge your emotions and their impact, then work on reframing them in a more positive light. Resilience also involves recognizing that it's okay not to be perfect or have everything figured out all of the time. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that I see women make, especially when it comes to when it relates especially to their money, is procrastination. And procrastination usually is due to fear, the fear of making a mistake. But that's easily overcome. Place value on the learning process and recognize it as an opportunity for growth rather than something that's solely used to measure your worth. When working on building your resilience, it's important to remember that it takes time and practice. Don't be too hard on yourself. If you don't master the art of resilience instantly, it takes practice and patience. With consistent effort and dedication, you can develop the mental strength to tackle even the toughest situations with tenacity and grace. The second way to achieve mental toughness and resilience is to develop a mantra. Using mantras is another great habit for developing mental toughness. Mantras or short phrases that you can repeat to set your thoughts realigned with your main focus or goal are excellent to use anytime you're struggling to keep your mind and spirit on track. Some examples of good mantras that you can use to work through a challenging situation include, I don't break, I've been. I've been through tough situations before and I can do it again. I have the power to do good. I make smart financial choices. And small progress is still progress. Mantras can be used as powerful tools in times of difficulty. Research has shown us that regular use of mantras help to reduce anxiety and stress, while also increasing our feelings of control and optimism. When you repeat a mantra, it encourages a sense of calm and control, while also reinforcing important beliefs and values. By creating a mantra that's meaningful to you, you can use it as a reminder of your strength and resilience when times get tough. As you practice using mantras more often, they become easier to access in moments of stress and anxiety. The third way to achieve mental toughness and resilience is to reach out to your support system when you need extra help. There's never any shame in asking for help when you need it. And I know if you've watched any of my videos before, I talk about how we as women are the nurturers, we're typically the caregivers, and culturally, we take care of everyone else before ourselves. And as a result, we don't typically like to ask for help, but it's so important to ask for help. So in fact, knowing when to reach out to another person for support is one of the best things that you can do to sharpen your sense of mental toughness. Asking for help can be challenging sometimes, especially when we think that reaching out for help makes us appear weak. In reality, leaning on your support system is a great way to fortify your mental and emotional health, especially in times of hardship. Your support system should include people who will listen and provide perspective without judgment. They can remind you of your strengths and give you the encouragement needed to keep going. A good support system also helps to validate your feelings and experiences while providing a safe space for you to express yourself. Connecting with your support system can also give you valuable advice and direct you towards helpful resources. Taking time to foster relationships with those around you is a great way to strengthen your mental toughness and resilience. The fourth way to achieve mental toughness and resilience is to speak to yourself with kindness. The way you speak to yourself has the power to greatly affect your overall mental and emotional health. Get into the habit of speaking to yourself with kindness. Doing so is one of the best ways, most positive ways to make yourself mentally tougher. Even when the world seems like it's against you, and we've all felt like that at one time or another, if you feel like you can trust yourself to show yourself kindness, You can work your way through any situation, no matter how difficult it might be. Remind yourself that you're worthy no matter what anyone else may say. You are enough. The most important opinion is your own, and it should always be positive. Speak kindly to yourself and let go of any negative thoughts that try to enter your head. And they're gonna kick in, that negative mind chatter is gonna kick in, but the important thing is to recognize that that mind chatter is talking to you and to let it go. Acknowledge them, but don't give them power over your emotional state. Make sure that your inner voice is always positive, encouraging, and supportive. Positive self-talk can also help build confidence and resilience. It'll remind you of all the amazing things that you're capable of doing and help you to focus on what really matters rather than letting yourself get caught up in the spiral of negative thoughts. And finally, it will help you build a healthier relationship with yourself, which can lead you to improved relationships with others. The fifth way to achieve mental toughness and resilience is to remind yourself that making mistakes and failing is perfectly okay. Now, one of the sayings that I've heard, I don't remember where it originated from, but there's no such thing as failure. Failure is just another way to intelligently begin again. We think at what we perceive as failures. The next time around, we're coming in with more knowledge and more expertise to help us become successful the next time around. So mistakes and failures are going to happen. Experiencing them is totally normal, although it could be really uncomfortable, but it is a part of human life. So get into the habit of reminding yourself that it's okay to make mistakes, because that's how we grow, through making mistakes, taking risks, making mistakes. Even though it doesn't feel great when it happens, it's not unusual. Life will eventually move forward, and it'll move forward again quicker if you develop mental toughness by accepting failure and mistakes as a normal part of everyday living. One of the common ways that I see women that feel like they've failed is around the money mistakes that they've made. My philosophy is that you start from where you are. We can't beat ourselves up. We could, but it serves no purpose for what we didn't do in the past, the mistakes we made in the past, but we start from today. And, there's a quote that I absolutely love from Maya Angelou, and it says, when we know better, we do better. So don't beat yourself up, just start from where you are. Consider reframing the experience of making a mistake or failing. Instead of seeing it as a negative, think about what can you learn from it and how this experience can provide an opportunity for growth. And again, the quote that I mentioned earlier, failure is just another way to intelligently begin again, is an excellent way to reframe anything that you perceive as a failure. The mental shift will help you stay focused and in the present moment, and ensure that failure does not become an excuse for giving up. It also encourages resilience and helps you to move forward from difficult experiences quickly. And lastly, it will show you the power of viewing mistakes and failure as a learning experience rather than an end result. Another important way to stay mentally tough is to practice self-awareness and mindfulness. Being mindful of your own thoughts and feelings allows you to recognize any negative patterns that may surface when you experience mistakes or failure. This helps to keep the experiences in perspective and prevents them from spiraling into a much bigger issue. In addition, it will help you to stay focused on the present moment, as well as have greater insight and understanding of yourself. Overall, remember that mistakes and failures are unavoidable parts of life, but they don't have to define who you are or hold you back from your goals. In conclusion, developing mental toughness takes commitment and practice. It's important to recognize the natural presence of mistakes and failures in life, accept them, and use them as an opportunity for growth. In addition, it's essential to cultivate self-awareness and mindfulness in order to recognize any negative patterns that may arise due to past experiences. With these practices and a positive attitude, mental toughness can be achieved and will definitely pay off in the long run. So to recap, today we covered 5 ways to unlock the power of mental toughness and resilience to achieve your goals. Number 1, practice your sense of resiliency when faced with a difficult situation. Number 2, develop a mantra. Number 3, reach out to your support system when you need extra help. Number 4, speak to yourself with kindness. And number 5, remind yourself that making mistakes and failing is normal and perfectly okay. So what I'd like to ask you to do is right now is to take some time to reflect on your current situation and your current relationship with money, and ask yourself these 3 questions to help give you clarity and to motivate you into action. Number 1, how can actively reframing the experience of making mistakes or failing help me to stay focused on the present moment? The second question, what strategies do I use to practice self-awareness and mindfulness? And number 3, how does developing mental toughness empower me to reach my financial goals? I have 2 free gifts that I'd like to share with you to help you take this learning further. The first gift is for you. If you would like to learn more about your current relationship with money and how it may be preventing you from taking action, then I invite you to take my free money type quiz. It only takes 5 minutes to complete and can change your life. The second gift is for you if you're ready to take a deeper dive into your relationship with money and ready to outline a mini plan so that you can overcome your challenging patterns and blocks and identify your next steps towards building an empowered relationship with money, then I invite you to apply for a free money power breakthrough call with me. To take advantage of either of those gifts, you just go to PamelaPlick.com/thank you. And that's PamelaPlick.com/thank you. Then once you access your free gift, then take some time and check out my other tools and resources that can help you to start unlocking your financial freedom and setting yourself up for long-term success. In closing, I'd like to leave you with this quote. Success comes from facing your fears and embracing mistakes as learning experiences rather than an end result. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Until next time, remember, you can rise to your money power.